the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. In this game, we'll see the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Los Angeles Lakers. And for Los Angeles, you look at how this roster is constructed, the types of plays they run, they're looking to match up well against every style of opponent, and tonight will be a great test of that. Hold on to your seats, folks. Should be a wild ride. Whoa! Two athletic clubs facing off. Kenny, how do you expect this one to go down?
Ooh, lots of highlight reels, lots of highlight reels, lots of highlight reels, and great showmanship.
Should be exciting for the players and the fans. The team that takes care of the basketball will have the edge.
Woo! Okay, time for tip-off. We send it over to...
What are you riding, a horse, Ernie?
Woo! Kevin Harlan.
Not a roller coaster, is it?
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
We've got the Atlanta Hawks taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Well, guys, we've heard the term unicorn given to rare players with great height and perimeter skills like Kristaps Porzingis, Karl-Anthony Towns, Joel Embiid, and the Greek Freak. But with ever more big men adapting to today's perimeter-oriented game, unicorns might not be so rare after all. Kevin, we need a new name.
Amazing to think. DA, thanks. The Lakers with LeBron wasted no time trying to surround him with free agent signings, Greg, to help round out the supporting cast.
Names came in rapid succession after LeBron committed. Caldwell Pope, Rondo, Stevenson all joined in short order. We'll see how far this team goes, but you cannot deny how interesting things have gotten with this roster.
Ready, gentlemen? Ready?
So Atlanta will get the first possession. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And so in the game for the Hawks. And it's Prince outside at the three with Collins down at the power forward. Young and Bazemore team up in the backcourt. And it's Dedmon in its center.
And I'll tell you, Trae Young, go big or go home. Always gives you 100%, as competitive as they come. And the young fella wants to win so badly, sometimes that emotion really comes out.
That free throw good from Young. And you know, Greg, it's amazing the impact Young makes, especially, of course, on the offensive end.
High-level shot maker, a threat the moment he crosses half court. Instinctive playmaker, just needs to play more within himself and avoid over-dribbling.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
He's a guy you have to game plan for. The way Young scores and passes the ball creates so many problems for the defense.
Now here's Bazemore. Another shot. He lays it in. Here's Rondo. Young with the steal. Here's Collins. And Young kicks it to Bazemore. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Kicks it out to Prince. Shot clock at 6. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. And a miss there on the triple. Ingram against Collins. Rondo. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And you get into the painted area. Rondo's got great touch on the inside.
Young passes to Collins. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Screen by Young. Dedmon kicks to Young. Prince outside. No good from outside. And a wide open look for James. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Young dishes to Bazemore. He kicks to Prince. Down low. It's stolen by Rondo. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Young outside. And a miss there on the triple.
And 1 for 5 is a tough way to start the game, Kevin. They got to get it going.
In the corner, it's James. So they take the lead.
Orchestrating right now. Rondo should be playing with a baton.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
The Hawks were super young last year, and they had all the troubles that come with youth. Inconsistency, guys trying to find out what their role is for the year. Lots of turnover problems and questionable shot selection. And now they're younger this year. So if you're a fan of the Hawks, patience is the key.
Collins passes to Bazemore. Young against Rondo. And Young kicks it to Bazemore. Dedmon a screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. In the corner, Collins with it. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. And for the Hawks, those problems are things that are just part of the process, Brent, of growing this team.
Hey, you got to really focus on positives around this rebuild. You've got a solid group of young, talented players that can really shoot the basketball. What they're going to have to do is start to take some pride on the defensive end of the floor, and they're going to have to learn what it takes to play an 82-game season with consistent effort on both ends.
And really, even at this stage of his career, James just seems ageless. He continues to dominate night in and night out.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for James.
Now just look at the list of career accomplishments by LBJ. To me, the best small forward that's ever played this game, and on the short list of the best player to ever lace him up.
Both good from the line that time. Brent, with LeBron being one of the all-time greats, he is certainly the greatest player of this generation, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. Ever since he came into the league, I mean, there's just been, in my opinion, no missteps whatsoever. He's handled himself on the floor with an incredible determination to prove that, Kevin. All the hype, all the anticipation, he's lived up to it about tenfold.
Yeah, much improved foul shooter. KCP also starting to get to the line at a higher rate.
The Lakers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
There's no doubt that the Hawks are right in the midst or the beginning stages of a massive rebuild. It's something that the Hawks organization had delayed quite a bit. They had that great core of Horford, Korver, Teague, and Bazemore that got them into the playoffs for several seasons. But now it's about the future. It's about growth. And it's about these young guys getting an opportunity.
And the Hawks and the rebuild, it was something they put off year after year.
Well, it was a team here that made the playoffs every season since 2008, so a 9-year run for the Atlanta Hawks, and they tried their best to add players to put them over the top, but nobody really came down to Atlanta to do that. So you can't be mad for a decade of really good basketball here in Atlanta, and now the reset is on.
As a defender, hard to keep up with KCP in transition. He has excellent get up and go.
And there's the 3-second violation. The Lakers making a switch here. Ball's checked in. Miles Plumlee's checked in for Atlanta. Jeremy Lin comes in for Young. Lakers leading by 3. James kicks to Caldwell Pope. Plumlee against McGee. Ingram passes to McGee. Lin against Ball. McGee a screen. And Ingram with the basket on the assist by Ball.
Gotta see Ingram get going down low. Just another dimension of his game that he continues to develop.
And Plumlee kicks to Prince. There's a screen by Collins. Off the screen, Prince misses.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Well, it's like Thanksgiving out there, carving out space off the screen. Couldn't complete the play.
Now here's James. Back to Caldwell Pope. 4 on the shot clock. Puts one up from 19. Ball no good. The Hawks trail by 5. Bazemore on the wing. Prince against James. Prince, right side. There's a screen by Collins. Prince's shot is good.
Well, if the defense is going to give that up, Taurean Prince is going to take full advantage of it.
Ingram kicks to Ball. James in the post. Guarded by Prince. Back to Ball. Feeds to McGee. There's the 3. And LeBron James good for 3. James has got 7.
Pretty good concentration and focus right there from LeBron. Draining a difficult contested jumper that time.
Prince against LeBron. There's a screen by Collins. Prince misses.
Just doesn't seem to be shooting it with confidence, and the shots are going all over the place in this period.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Lakers lead by 8.
Yeah, so 16 years into the league, is that explosiveness still there? The answer is yes, it is.
Now here's Lin. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Collins a screen on LeBron. And stolen by LeBron. Fires from 18. And it's Ingram missing.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Lin against Ball. Lin kicks to Prince. Pass to Bazemore. 6 to shoot. Collins setting the pick for Bazemore. To the inside. Collins, good.
And all the credit for that bucket has to go to Bazemore. He just knows how to fire passes into perfect spots for his guys. Ball
against Lin. Now, here's ball. LeBron James on the wing. And so it's Los Angeles with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And we'll be back with you shortly. Well, you see a lot of players who pick up a controller and fire up NBA 2K, thank goodness, including the king himself, LeBron James.
I play 2K all the time. Seriously, when I'm playing the game, I'm putting certain lineups on the court that I see could actually help us in real life, which is very weird.
Always experimenting, always keeping his mind engaged, Greg, with basketball.
And that's who Bron is. He lives, breathes, and eats basketball.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
They're just not sitting back. They are going for steals, and their activity has been terrific.
Yeah, so that disruption is helping out because it's leading to some easy chances on the other end.
Beasley is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then it's Lance Stevenson. Then there's Lonzo Ball. And it's Hart in at the shooting guard. That's the Laker 5. Here's Hart. Kuzma sets a screen. Beasley with a screen on Collins. Hart kicks to Kuzma. For three, Beasley. Rebound by the Hawks. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. And when you watch Collins play, Greg, you just can't help but notice how athletic he is going to the rim.
Man, his hang time and ability to throw it down make him an ideal finisher inside. Very efficient because he's not only a strong finisher, but also enjoys attacking the rim. And does a great job, I think, of picking up misses, just being a pest for the defense.
Rajon Rondo's checked in for Los Angeles. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for the Hawks. Young comes in for Jeremy Lin. Dedmon a screen. And it's Carter penetrating. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Rondo passes to Beasley. Back to Rondo. Beasley the screen. Young against Rondo. From outside the arc. No good. Shot missing. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
Carter outside. Dedmon a screen. And that misses. That would have put him up. And now the fast break. Stevenson with the ball. And some very quick points for him on that possession. And the Lakers lead by 4. The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, of course, there's no shortage of storylines in Los Angeles. Now, last season, some people thought that Lakers coach Luke Walton had lost his players, and the front office seemed slow to come to his defense. Now, Walton was a high-profile hire from Golden State in 2016, and you wonder if the Lakers will remain committed to their young coach if they can't start winning more regularly. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Screen by Young. Dedmon kicks to Dorsey. Here's the teardrop. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Over the last decade or so, a huge transformation, Brent, in the way games are played. Do you see any additional changes on the horizon?
I wonder if the league will think about, and I think it'd be interesting, if they had a three-point line that just disintegrated into the sideline. We have the split, and we have the archway, right? We go down the sidelines. It'd be really interesting if the league, maybe in Summer League, experimented with the three-point line being equidistant the whole way around.
And going right out of bounds.
Yeah, so right out of bounds, it eliminates the corner three. It would impact the way you would defend the corner shot because now it doesn't have a a value of 3, 1 point more for a shorter shot seems to be a little unfair as it is, and we know it's the most valuable shot in basketball.
There's no doubt.
But I wonder how that would look, and maybe Adam Silver and the committee will look at a summer league where the three-point line just disappears in the sideline, eliminating the corner three.
So he gets them both. A new head coach, Lloyd Pierce, is looking to bring a defensive approach to the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, Pierce has the resume you would want from a defensive coach. He came up in those teams in Memphis during the grit and grind time and learned some defensive techniques from Brett Brown in Philadelphia. Helped them last year on the defensive end to be a much stingier defense in the league.
Young with no one around. No good. That would have tied it. To the paint, here's Hart, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
Well, we talk about the D. Let's credit the offense. He attacked right there from the moment he saw the opening, not letting the defense react.
Now, here's Stevenson. Beasley dishes to Stevenson. Here's Hart. Out to Kuzma. Stevenson inside the three-point line. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Screen by Young. Pass to Carter. Over Stevenson. And off the front iron. And in it goes. Carter's got his second bucket. Los Angeles leading by 4. Rondo passes to Beasley. Beasley the screen. And it's going to be a 3-second call. James checked in for the Lakers. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for the Hawks. The Hawks trail by 4. Young with the ball. He's picked up by Rondo. Carter kicks to Young. Dedmon a screen. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
It's a Herculean show of strength from Dedmon, demonstrating real determination, even though the defense swatting at him.
Dwayne Dedmon, not a big name in the NBA right now, Brent, but he's a very productive player in what time he sees on the floor.
Well, he never does anything without misstep out there. Great length for a player. He competes on both ends of the floor, and he bolsters up a front line no matter what position you put him at, the 4 or the 5.
After the Lakers landed LeBron, the talk was about if they would add Kawhi Leonard as well. Ultimately, it didn't happen. The Lakers want to keep their young guns in the end, and LeBron has said he felt that the team was ready without Kawhi and came to the Lakers because of that youthful core they had in place.
And that one's good. Ingram.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Bazemore on the wing. Dedmon with it. He's got 5. The 10-footer. And James pulls it down. Rondo on top. The pass to Hart. They set the pick. Passes it to Ingram. A wide open look here for Kuzma. No good on the triple. The Hawks trail by 4. Herter. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. The Lakers have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Inside. And finished off by LeBron.
Now that looked easy. 2 of the easier points for LeBron James in this ball game.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Habit. Atlanta calls timeout. So many modern offenses no longer rely on a point guard to initiate the play. Tell us a little bit more. Walk us through that process.
I think a lot of teams, Kevin, are getting more towards motion offenses, almost playing in a secondary break where you've either coming off a score, you're coming down the floor, the point guard gets off the ball, and with all the players moving around and with the multifaceted skill set of your small forward and your power forward who's now playing at the point, distributing the ball, setting screens, DHO. Because of that skill set, you don't really have the heavy reliance on point guard domination with the basketball, setting up every play, and being the only playmaker on the floor. Now you have 3 and sometimes 4 getting that job done.
Some changes for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Caldwell Pope comes in for Josh Hart. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Rajon Rondo. Then for the Hawks, Collins comes in for Dwayne Dedmon. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Young. Now here's Lin. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. The Hawks again can't hit.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
Yeah, just too anxious to try and make something happen out there. This is about the team, not about you.
Lin with it. He's covered by Ball. And here is Lin. Clock at 6. And here's Prince outside. Yes! And a nice assist from Lin. Prince has got 5.
Wow, Prince has a little daylight, and that shot looked true.
Ball, the pass to LeBron. Shoots over Bazemore. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
The defense looking at him like a Rubik's Cube. They cannot figure him out. He continues to light him up from the field. More importantly, they're winning.
Collins, a screen on Caldwell Pope. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Bazemore. James with some nice D.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Stolen by Collins. Prince kicks to Lin. With 1 on the clock, and that's not going to go. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Lakers on top, up 3. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. LeBron, are you getting the ball where you want to get it, and is that helping you score?
I'm very pleased with my individual performance right now, but not so pleased with how I'm trying to help our teammates. I got to do a better job of trying to get our teammates in the flow, as well as keep myself in a good groove too. So hopefully I can do a better job of that in the second half.
We'll see how it goes. Thanks, LeBron. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks. Welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal at 2K Sports. Let's talk first half. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 13 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 steal. After a subpar performance in their previous contest, he has come on strong tonight. His first half, sensational. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, they're putting bodies on people. If you just look at the rebounding numbers, you can tell that they've been putting their body on and being more physical than the other team. Now, that fact looms large on both sides, and that's going to be the difference in the second half.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Hawks.
Well, the reserves came in and played like starters. Gave them some big points off the bench. It'll be no surprise to see them get more minutes in the second half. They definitely deserve it. Though sometimes when you get more minutes, you get exposed. We shall see.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. It's been a clinic out there by James.
Yeah, good things happen when you maintain composure. Their shot selection has been extremely disciplined.
Hey, Greg, is there a shot that he's taken that has been out of the flow of the offense? I don't think so.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Los Angeles leading by 3. Checking out the group for Lloyd Pierce to start the second half. The big men are Collins and Dedmon. Over on the wings, it's Bazemore and Prince. And it's Young in at the point.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
You know, fending off the defense well there. Young solid at just being crafty enough in these types of situations.
And for Trae Young, it's a little unfair that he's already being compared to Steph Curry.
Scouts are always going to look for comparisons. And I'm not saying Young is Curry, but many of the strengths and weaknesses are similar. The size and athleticism, the insane range, and both have that it factor.
Now here's Bazemore after LeBron James's miss. Just 5 to shoot over Caldwell Pope. And he overshot that one, missing. The Lakers in the lead. In the corner, it's James. Here's Ingram. Collins grabs the miss.
And they've only connected on 1 of 4 to start the half. Their offense is sputtering just a little bit here.
And it's Rondo penetrating. Rebound by the Hawks. Collins has got 3 rebounds now in this one.
They're 1 of 5 to begin this half, guys, and they have to address this problem quickly or this could get out of hand.
Now, here is Young. And finished off by Collins.
And that's the advantage of having a lead guard who can both pass and shoot. Young draws attention, then takes advantage of a poor rotation defensively.
Knocks it loose. Stolen by Collins. Bazemore, no one around him. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Bazemore's got 5 points so far. Rondo kicks to James. Back to Rondo. Ingram outside. McGee sets the pick for Ingram. On the clock. He can't hit that time.
The defense was in the area, but not really effective. He has to put away this layup.
And stolen by James.
Yikes! Wow. Sometimes LeBron just likes to take it all out on the rim. That time on display.
That instant replay brought to you by Under Armour Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive the unleashing of chaos that time. Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. LeBron signing a 4-year deal with the Lakers. Greg, many speculated it might happen, but it was still a shock to many.
Makes sense from LeBron's standpoint. Son plays in LA for high school. LeBron has a lot of business interests as well. And also what's interesting is that when LeBron's contract ends, his son could potentially be coming into the NBA as a rookie.
Some changes here for the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for JaVale McGee. Lance Stevenson comes in for Ingram. And it's Josh Hart in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Then for the Hawks, Miles Plumlee's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Carter comes in for Taurean Prince. And Tyler Dorsey's subbed in for Kent Bazemore. Collins kicks to Young. Plumlee with the screen. Clock at 4. Back to Collins. Really his range, and it's off target. Lakers have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That's his first foul.
Trickery of Rondo. You know he loves to go for those floaters from time to time.
For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Young passes to Plumlee. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Young up top. He's covered by Rondo. The Hawks again can't hit. Hart kicks to Rondo. Kuzma passes to Stevenson. Kuzma against Collins. And the rejection by Collins. And what a draft day steal for the Lakers, who were able to get Kyle Kuzma, who had been drafted 27th overall.
Yeah, Kuzma came into the league far more polished than anyone expected, and you have to credit the young man's hard work and how he was able to make such a big splash that rookie year. And with how hard he works, Kuzma is going to be an impactful player in this league for a long time.
The Hawks trail by 5. Lynn kicks to Plumlee. Pass to Dorsey. In the corner, Collins with it. There's a screen by Collins. 5 on the clock. Here's Carter. And just miss after miss right now.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
Los Angeles shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And one of the weaker areas for this group, only shot about 71% from the line a season ago.
And the first one at the line is good. Well, Greg, for Atlanta, it was out with the old and in with the new for the point guard position for the Hawks.
And Hawks were able to trade down and still get the guy they wanted in Young. See him as an impact guard to build around for the future. Had to move Schroeder to free up space for Young, but this team now has a clear core to build around.
Well, Greg, you knew that the Laker front office and Magic were going to do everything they could to bring in big-name free agents, and they succeeded. They got the biggest name of them all in LeBron.
LeBron coming to L.A. completely shifts the mindset of this organization. Team was very busy the rest of the free agent period as well. Still made very aggressive plays, as this is a team that is looking to win now.
And Atlanta has possession following the bucket by the Lakers. Plumlee with it. He's picked up by James, and Plumlee kicks to Lynn. There's a screen by Collins. They get it back and finished off by Collins.
And what a gutty play. I mean, muscles his way to the rebound and then just pounds it home for the putback.
Well said, G.A. The battle on the boards, Clark, could go a long way toward deciding this game.
Well, especially when the game is this close. You recognize with your instincts the opportunity to help your team out. Just never flinched.
Oh, no, he may have gotten injured right there. He's in a lot of pain.
And this would be a terrible blow. Hopefully it's less serious than it looks.
Well, looking at his face right there, you can tell he's in a lot of pain, and there's a lot of trepidation right now on that team's sideline.
And the Lakers making a change here. McGee's checked in. Stevenson kicks to McGee, and the slam dunk by McGee.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Plumlee with the screen. There's the pick. Pass to Collins. Plumlee with a screen on Kuzma. Just 5 to shoot. Out to Carter. Over Stevenson. And it's Carter missing.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Lynn against Ball. Lets a floater go, and it's good on the layup. And now it's an 8-point Los Angeles lead.
And how clever is this guy? I mean, just no fear going with the soft, high-arcing floater.
Kicks it to Carter. Plumlee with the screen. Outside, Lynn. Shoots over Ball. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Yeah, somehow, some way, he couldn't get that one to fall from in between. Got to take advantage of the weak defense when you can.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Plumlee with a screen on Ball. Plumlee with the screen. Carter, the pass to Lynn. And the miss, not the best shot selection there.
Trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but thus far, not working.
Yeah, I hope it hasn't gone to his head. He may be trying too hard at this point.
Now, here's Stevenson. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Ball dishes to McGee. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he was 73% from the line a season ago, an average number in that regard.
And the first one drops. And some changes here for the Lakers. Brandon Ingram comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Lance Stevenson. And then for Atlanta, Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Miles Plumlee. Taurean Prince comes in for John Collins. And it's Kent Bazemore in for Vince Carter. That one misses. The Hawks trail by 11. To the middle, here's Lynn. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Lynn's got his first points of the game.
And Lynn is just fearless, always looking to get as close to the bucket as he can.
Now Ball. Now here's Ingram. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Los Angeles. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Let's listen now to head coach Luke Walton review the game plan with his team.
Great job on defense. Keep sharing the ball on offense. Let's stay with it. Defensively, we're active. We're in. We're out. We're helping. We're 5-man rebounding. We're pushing every chance we get.
Right now, Luke loves what he's seeing on the defensive end.
And he appreciates the hard work, really trying to motivate his guys to stay after it.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up. 2K Sports, happy to have you with us. Ball is the point with KCP at his side. Ingram is out there with Hart, and it's McGee in at the pivot spot manning the middle. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Los Angeles leading by 7. Ball kicks to Ingram. And the pass to McGee. No good on that one. The Hawks shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And stolen by Dedmon. Passes to Prince. Here's Dedmon. He's covered by Ball. Hawks passing it around. Clock at 6. Prince kicks to Lynn. Shoots a 3. Here's Dedmon. And there's the bucket. Stand with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Dedmon using his length that time on the offensive end.
A chance here to get a quick injury report. Now an update on LeBron from David Aldridge. What'd you find out, David?
Well, guys, I was able to talk with the head athletic trainer of the Lakers about his status. Unfortunately, it does not look good at all. That's the end of his night, and he could be out for a while. Not the news you wanted to hear, Kevin.
Appreciate that, D.A. Well, it's never easy for a player to go through what he's experiencing, Greg, right now.
But it is something that happens to almost every player. He's strong enough mentally to get through it. This we know.
Well, sometimes off the court, you work harder than you do preparing for a regular game. He'll get himself ready to go. Look forward to when he gets back on the court.
Timeout called the Lakers.
And for Lynn, missing the season last year, he's just glad to be back. His playmaking and creativity is something that this team needs. As long as he's healthy and playing aggressively, he'll be an effective guard option.
Rondo is checked in for Lonzo Ball. Tyler Dorsey's checked in for Atlanta. Young comes in for Jeremy Lin. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Luke Walton was just talking about strategy with his team. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
And with Lin, he made a point upon returning from injury, saying he will not change how he plays.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of guys, they'll shy away from contact after experiencing a torn patella like Lynn did, but he knows that he is at his best going at defenders and absorbing that contact. He said he'll try and be more aware of how he lands, but has no plans of changing his game.
Here's Young after Rajon Rondo's bucket. Dedmon a screen. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
And a depth mid-range shooter as well. All Young needs is a little breathing room, and he set the fire.
Ingram kicks to Caldwell Pope. Outside Rondo. McGee sets the pick for Rondo. To the inside. And stolen by Dedmon. Down low, Prince. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
He always has this feeling that Taurean Prince is the Maury Carroll 2.0 for this club. Good size, big frame, capable defender, but each year taking some strides on the offensive end to become more and more dangerous.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
And looking at Prince's game, you know, he could be the ultimate complementary player. A good shooter, doesn't need a ton of touches, solid enough on defense, and is showing signs of improvement.
And the Hawks making a change here. Collins is checked in. And both free throws good for Prince. And with Prince, his versatility between forward spots also is an asset to the team.
And when I called Prince a complimentary player, I didn't mean it as a slight. It just plays with an approach and style that fits well with any team and any leading scorer. Players like him tend to have a long, productive career in our league.
And they still need to step up just a little bit. They have the lead, but he needs to find himself out there.
Shots good from Young.
And this is why Young is so dangerous. He just gets that shot off so fast before the defense can react.
And here's Rondo following the three-pointer by Trae Young to stop the run. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, the best part of this Hawks team now is their youth. And with youth comes a ton of potential, a ton of room for this team to grow together, both the new coaching staff and the new guys to the league. And they have some cap flexibility, some other things that they can do to get creative around this youthful and exuberant roster.
The first one falls. And Brent, with the Hawks having the picks they had in the draft, helps as well.
Well, you bring that much talent in, that's always a good thing because talent is going to trump anything else. You add that to the rookies, John Collins, who was good last year, and the development of Taurean Prince. It seems like the core is going to be in place. It's just a team that over the next 2 or 3 seasons is going to have to learn what it takes to compete night in and night out.
Now, here is Young. Dedmon a screen. Shot off the pick by Young. And it's Ingram with the rebound.
And the defense is just not very aggressive. Definitely fortunate that the mid-range jumper did not find the bottom of the net that time.
To the middle, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Pass to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Well, this team now has to settle in right here and have a great possession without getting so aggressive that you compound your mistake.
Kuzma can't get it to go. And it's the Hawks' ball. They're on a 15-4 run right now. And Bazemore kicks to Young. Collins a screen on Rondo. Prince in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Ingram. Rebound the Lakers.
Those are the types of looks that you got to finish deep in the paint and limited defensive effort.
Count it.
And after playing 1 year at Duke, Ingram is used to providing big baskets for his club, just dominating with ease in these moments.
Now, here is Young. Collins setting the pick for Young. Another 3 for Atlanta.
This is why people are just so high on Young, because he comes through with big shots in the game.
Kuzma sets a screen. Pass to McGee. Back to Rondo. And McGee kicks to Ingram. Over Collins. It will go down, and the Hawks' lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Ingram.
Yeah, the finesse of Ingram coming into play on that one, especially when the shot clock is winding down.
Young pass to Bazemore. Knocked away. Stolen by Caldwell Pope to take the lead. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And the first of two, no good. Heartbreaker. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. The Hawks have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them. Dedmon's shot is off. The Lakers trail. Here's Kuzma. Los Angeles with another miss. Atlanta's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Prince misses. Collins against Ingram. And it's Rondo in the corner. There's the lob to the hoop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Young against Rondo. Young outside. Dedmon a screen. Shot off the pick by Young. And it's off the back rim. No good. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Kuzma can't get it to go. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 6 to shoot. Young outside. Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 1. 1 second left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And they've got enough time left to get a good look. It's got to be quick, but it doesn't have to be a heave. You can still catch, turn, and shoot. They've got one shot at it here, obviously. It's a make-or-break situation.
Presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Trae Young.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
Here's Ingram. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. And so the big win by Atlanta in a tight game. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Jeremy, it really looked like defense got you guys going tonight and got them off their game.
Yeah, I mean, this might have been the hardest that we played, collectively for a whole game in a while. And I think everybody who really stepped out on the floor, they gave everything they had, and it was just great to see.
Really was telling, Jeremy, how you guys got going. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.